What's going down, everyone? And if you can see right here, we have a brand new update. The synthesis. And it goes beyond the beyond. Now, as you can kind of see that I did have a little bit of a dilemma, unfortunately, with my audio, and we see that there's Starship upgrades down to the basic necessities that I have already lined up directly down below. No Man's Sky has changed throughout the years, and we can say years now since it's almost going into 2020, and we can see clearly that they've gone down to the portion of even having salvaging. This is a time now where you want to be a salvager out in the world as you're basically journeying around the actual portions, claiming yours and in your terrains. Now, your new terrain is going to be basically able to craft. You have your Dyson, I guess your suck cut, as you would say, if you were in the Wayne's world. It sucks, it cuts, and well, you just have to watch out as you actually being able to manipulate the physical terrain down below. There's a lot of fun facts that we'll be going directly over, as you can see that you can add those situations and the protection of that, as well as the customization of having the customizable point of outfits. Now you have about up to 3 that you can directly get into, as we'll be able to scroll down below. The first person exocraft has been added as we kind of peek into the world of the VR. One of the things that you can kind of see that now that they're having an open door with the No Man's Sky is that everyone has access in every mode across the portions. Now, there's going to be a massive amount of fixes that definitely came into standpoint with what they had and what they didn't have. The space map has a UI overhaul, which gives it a nice pixel for pixel polish, so you can kind of see. I personally like it. Looks a lot more refined, and you're able to kind of see in 3 dimensions. Now, the improved life access, you can see the situation now that you don't have to go directly to the hubs. You can get these at instant access within the portal points. Now, where does No Man's Sky go beyond this? Now, this is the 2.2. As the inventory management opens up, you can kind of do a little bit of a hop and a skip as you can kind of go into the inventory organization. On top of those situations, as we kind of get towards the end of this, as well as what is directly patched down below, because we are going to kind of skim through a little bit, keep this more refined, and see that there's new technologies that you can add in directly inside of there for the transfer, as well as the mid-air jetpack down to the recharging, as well as into the emergency warping. Pretty cool stuff that you'll find into the gameplay. New base building, as far as the squares, will give yourself a more kingdom front like doorstep for people to approach as you get into your own Camelots across the universe. Discovery page, as you can find more people, as well as the situations that are on these planets, are going to be more easy, as well as more polished as what they have than has been before. So, as you can see, that we have our standpoint of what's going to be going into the gameplay. There's all these really cool portions. So look at that guy. Oh, he's such a wise little owl. But there are fixes and bugs that you can find, as well as the portions of what they can improve as far as the base building, as you have this long net, or the plesiosaur, that's going to be a portionable portion of this actual physical update. So, pretty cool. More storage, as they've given us, the box plus plus, as the C plus 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 nanometer drops today. All portions in the personal refineries now are being pushed to the limit. I like this one the best, as you're being able to actually physically see the improvements of not having to carry around something or drop something. You just have it in your back. You can access it directly inside your menu, and you can go on the go and be able to actually process that and run around. So personally myself, as long as they can continue to upgrade that, I like it. I like it a lot. So, looking past that, looking at what we can get inside of those standpoints, I think that the multi-pool and the multi-functions of what you can get in multiple portions are really great. Ship salvaging and terrain editing, multi-tools, as well as the VR parties, are all the listable points that we have had before, as well as the personal refineries and the customizable portions inside of the spaceship maps and the base buildings, as what you can see is a huge chunk of what they have actually pitched issues into, as well as they push new UI and the refinements of those situations. Performance and visuals have also made the list on top of the upgrades and the technologies that it can incorporate inside of that situation. General quality of the life and the polishing portions of the actual game experience, as well as multiplayer and the functional portions of the discovery page. VR bugs now have been fixed in the general bugs, which makes the huge portion of the list as we scroll down. Now going to 2.22, we can see that the standpoint goes into a standpoint of where the HUD has stopped warping, as well as where the charts can kind of come into gameplay. And let me go ahead and move this a little bit easier so people can kind of see where we're scrolling down to. As you can kind of see that the terrain manipulator, as well as what it creates, is the visual issues in the personal refinery inside of the first person mute mode, causing the ship to float above the ground while starting a new game, as well as discovering the game's saves, as well as joining the players in galaxies. The issues were it caused the ships to be in the wrong price for purchase after ignoring the cargo and the transferring and the warning. As you can see, it goes down to having the eluded portion of where the galaxy, as well as the crashes, and the preventing the players and joining the multiplayers in the PlayStation 4 menu, as well as the games and the issues in the HUD of the PlayStation not, but the Xbox making the list for the high performance mode. Having the console as well as the soft lock as where the interaction of where we had in the NPC as far as the fixing consoles only issues and the prevent and the multiplayer inventory tools from saving. The rare multiplayer crash on the consoles, as well as they fix the console only where the compass marks could stop working after warp. But one of the things that I like to think, as you can kind of see that I'm everywhere in this Beyond update, is thanks for spending some time with the network. I'm going to go ahead and re-upload this and say thank you to everyone that has been part of the community, because you saved the day when it came down to an AMD patch note letting me know that there was no sound. So now that there is sound, I can finally move on to the next project. So cheers everyone. If you are new to the network, you know to subscribe, and who knows, maybe me and Stan Lee will go on some weird epic journey through time as we go and catch them all in Pokemon. And speaking of Pokemon, Sword and Shield are out nowadays, and that is a pretty cool game I've been wanting to maybe pick up for myself. But everyone, you have a very nice day, and I'll see you guys and gals in the near future.